Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Now they send a man in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. On play action, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off of play action, it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Watson now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Ross on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a play fake. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive. And now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. McCann now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Lance looking to throw it. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
A give left side for Davis Price.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Black one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Watson on first down. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On second down and 4.
Lance got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards for number 11.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being confident.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll toss it right side to Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Following the penalty, Chubb. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the right hash. This from 48. York able to send this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Running left, Davis Price.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
96 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ready.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Davis Price
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Here's Watson.
And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew it.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1.
Returning it, John Ross.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going for it. Here's Davis Price. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained new